My name is Genesis Hanley, born to a happily married couple, or at least what used to be. When I was a young girl, I would always keep to myself. My parents were constantly working, day in and day out. But aside from that, I never desired to play with the other kids. I loved drawing pictures and being creative. It was like having my own world inside of my own head. I soon began attending speech therapy. My parents, or my mother at least, was concerned for my health. I could tell my father was distancing himself from the family. He always said that he was busy, overworked, or tired, but he was constantly working, so could it be true? One night, I overheard my parents bickering in their bedroom.
"It's just too expensive. We can't afford this,"
my father exclaimed. "But she's our daughter." "Ours," my mother responded. "We're doing what we can." I later found out that I was diagnosed with Autism Spectrum Disorder, or ASD, which is a range of autistic disorders that consist of ongoing social issues, such as difficulty in communication, and it limits one's interests or activities. My therapies and treatments were costing so much money that it was causing my father stress, but he was a materialistic man, so costly things didn't fly by him. One day he left and we never heard from him. My mother was now a single parent, working to support her only child. She was determined to provide for her family, to create a better and more hopeful future for me. I can't thank her enough. Although I may not be able to express it, actions speak louder than words. Because of all she sacrificed for me, I'm proud of the person I am today. I'm now a painter, and I paint the world through my eyes. One calm Saturday morning, there was a knock at the door. It was my father. He poured out his condolences and his pain, and he apologized profusely. When he saw what disability could do, he changed his perspective. Money became such a trivial thing compared to the grander gifts in life. Having a disability is both a blessing and a curse. Yes, there are obstacles you have to face, and there are hurdles you must jump over. But when the race is finished, you're presented with the golden prize, the shining trophy. You might have to dust it off every once in a while, but that doesn't alter what's underneath. I showed my father the blessing of autism and the abilities of disabled people. Folks with autism may not be the most social, but they typically have extreme creative talent. Some autistic people, known as savants, even have a supernatural-like photographic memory. Savants also can remember very specific facts about an event. For example, one might recall the exact day, the week, year, and time the Cold War first began. This extreme talent in memorization can be an advantage when it comes to learning new information. So there you have it, autism. It's a blessing in disguise, but it's up to you to change your perspective, just like my father. Hello you guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm doing a very special video. April is Autism Awareness Month, and even though it's the last day of April, I mean, hey, it's probably even May for some of you guys living in other parts of the world, but I just recently thought of this idea and I really wanted to put it into action. This machinima literally took me like 12 hours and it's only like 3 minutes long. Anyways, we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, April's Autism Awareness Month, so I wanted to create a story based off of an autistic child. So this is Genesis Hanley. I decided to include her create a sim into the video. As for her traits, well, her aspiration is a lifetime, or not a lifetime, it's the painter one. I think it's painter extraordinaire. So that gives her the muser trait, and then she's also a genius, creative, and childish, or maybe I changed that to loner. I forget what I gave her. I think I changed the traits from what you see up in the corner right now. But yeah, I basically want to kind of create this into a little mini series where I sort of show you guys different people and different types of people. Not different types of people, but basically like different stories, different scenarios of people around the world. Because, you know, The Sims is ultimately supposed to be a simulation of life, and I really just wanted to represent the different people of the world. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to call this yet. You'll probably see it in the title, or maybe it'll change. I don't know. But that's pretty much the gist of it. So I'm going to leave you guys to watch me create the rest of Genesis, and I will see you guys in my very next video. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and a comment down below what you think. Alright, bye guys!